Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. I'm here to talk about Commanders wide receiver number 2. Noah Brown will be out for several weeks and potentially the season with a, end quote, serious internal injury, according to The Athletic NFL. He's been their wide receiver 2. He's been solid this year, behind Terry McLaurin. And we'll see who's going to be maybe their wide receiver 2 now, because who's going to be their wide receiver 2 to, hell, maybe Luke McCaffrey could be a guy they could have step up, be the wide receiver 2 now. That Noah Brown might be a potentially season-ending injury with Noah Brown. So, Hurry report, legendary broadcaster Al Michaels, he's expected to return to, end quote, Thursday Night Football for the 2025 season per at Andrew Marchand. And he's expected to go on a year-by-year basis. I like Al Michaels. He used to be good, but I don't think he's it anymore. I mean, I don't hate him, it's just, I don't know, I don't hate to hate, it's just, I don't know, I feel like he has no emotion. And like, yes, he was good years ago, but that doesn't make anyone wrong. Right now, he's fine. Like, he's good at calling plays, but, no, it's just kind of no emotion. Like, he shows no emotion. He's like the Bob Costas of football. He just needs to hang it up. He just sounds boring with him calling the games. Like, it's in the past. People are saying, oh, years ago he was really good. And it's in the past, man. He's beyond washed now. Hate to say it. Marshawn Lattimore, the Commanders' new Commanders cornerback, he was a full participant in practice yesterday per head coach Dan Quinn. That would all but confirm he's going to make his debut this week against his former team, the New Orleans Saints. Should be fun. We'll read all these from JP Football First. So, per report, hashtag Chiefs wide receiver Hollywood Brown shoulder is getting, end quote, very close to making his debut, but still needs to be cleared, per the report. So, let's scroll up through here. What is it? So, NFL executive Troy Vincent says the league will look to outlaw the low block. End quote. Every block should be above the knee but below the neck. This is the right time to remove the low block out of the game. Are they going to start wearing skirts too there? I mean, I get you want to limit these knee injuries, but what if there's a short running back that has to try and block somebody? Of course they're going to try and go low. Might as well make it flag football at this point. Like, I don't know. The NFL's just too soft now, man. Then just make it flag football, then you don't have to worry about injuries, I guess. So, per report, hashtag Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel's job is safe going to the 2025 season per at James Palmer TV. Well, are we surprised? I mean, why wouldn't it be? I didn't think he was going to get fired. I mean, have they underperformed every year? Yeah. I mean, 1-15 against teams above 500, so they've beat up on shitty teams, but the teams above 500, they only have one win. So, maybe that's the only reason that his job he could have got shit canned, which would have been understandable. So, per report, there was allegations against Jay-Z. The NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, he talked about the allegations, said where the civil, however you say that word, litigation, I think, and Jay-Z's strong response to relationships not changing. Yeah, Roger Goodell's probably did the Diddy parties. So the Commanders have claimed former Patriots wide receiver KJ Osborne off waivers according to that rap sheet. So I guess it makes sense given they've lost Joe Brown for possibly the rest of the season. Could be a solid pickup. So Tua Tagovailoa says he's hired personal security after his car was broken into. This was done before the string of burglaries against NFL players as well, per this report. I feel like all these players should have that type of security. So on the Pat McAfee show, Aaron Rodgers, he called out ESPN for their unfounded and asinine takes. He ironically said on the Pat McAfee show, a show that is hosted by ESPN. There are a lot of people talking about the game now, both non-former players and former players who are trying to stay relevant fame-wise. So the takes and the criticism are a lot different than they were maybe in the mid-2000s. That wasn't going on in 2008, 2009. The Sports Center in my youth, those guys made highlights so much fun. And that's what they show in Sports Center. Now it's all talk shows and people whose opinions are so important now, and they believe they're the celebrities now. They're the stars for just being able to talk about sports and give a take about sports, which are unfounded or asinine, as we all know, but that's the environment we're in now. Well, hate the messenger all you want, but yeah. Sports Center used to be special. Get up in the morning, watch the hot sports highlights. Now it just sucks. It's just talking heads and just hot takes. I mean, maybe he's not the best messenger, but he's right about ESPN. He used to be good to watch. So, AJ Brown, he cleared the air, talked about his comments about Jalen Hurts. He was frustrated after the game where they barely escaped the Panthers, and he said what needs to improve? The passing. And just so much drama with him and Jalen Hurts, and he cleared the air, says about the passing needed to be better, were not directed at Jalen Hurts. Who fucking, what's he talking about? Who else could have been Jalen Hurts as the quarterback? He's trying to clear his name, man. You can't fool me. I'm familiar with your game, sir. Jaguars wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., he was asked about how he's preparing for his matchup with Jets star cornerback Sauce Gardner, whether it's the number one corner in the game or the lowest rated corner in the game. I feel like they had to prepare for me. Well, it's good confidence. And, yeah, Sauce Gardner, star. He's gonna get cooked. So, Jalen Hurts says he spoke with A.J. Brown after Brandon Graham's comments, and that things are all good. He says Brandon Graham knows that he spoke out of place. I don't know. I feel like that could implode. They could implode. We'll see how they do going forward. So official yesterday, Bill Belichick is officially finalizing a deal to become North Carolina's next head coach, per Adam Schefter. Yeah, I figured this was going to happen. Could be a good hire, because I think they can get the recruits. I think he should be able to get the recruits. I felt people want to go over there and play for Belichick. And then I think in North Carolina, they could be a good team if they get the right recruits. And see what the coaching staff will look like besides Belichick. But yeah, they paid him, I think it's like, what, 5-year deal or something like that? He must have been bored or something. I guess he wanted to come back and coach. But I'm surprised it's at the college level. Texans star defensive back Jalen Petrie is undergoing season-ending surgery for a partially torn pec, per Aaron Wilson _ NFL. Huge loss for that Houston secondary. Another season-ending injury. Just a frustrating team to watch. This year's I thought they'd be better. Just so many. And they'll Diggs obviously out for the year. Jalen Petrie, he's been good this year. So, per your report, Bengals star wide receiver T. Higgins, who is seeking a long-term contract this offseason, has parted ways with his agent David. Oh God, Molo Gatto. How do you say that name? Oh, my screen froze for a second. Per Kelsey L. Conway. He's gonna leave the Bengals, man. I feel he's either gonna be a Commander or a Patriot, and if he isn't, there's a small chance he could return. So North Carolina is hiring Michael Lombardi to be their new general manager, pairing him with Bill Belichick. Oh boy, this team is gonna have a better staff than some NFL staffs. So at least they're going to have a general manager. So Rams owner Jimmy Haslam, he's perplexed by the team's 3-10 record, and says head coach Kevin Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry are the right pieces in place. He told ESPN, "We went from 11-6 and making the playoffs to 3-10, so it's a little perplexing. What happened? We need to get through the season. We'll look at everything." Perplexed. Look who your quarterback is. Look who your quarterback is. Deshaun Watson. That's all you need to know. And the defense has got worse. The offensive line has sucked. The only reason the offense has looked better lately is because of James Winston. The only reason you made the playoffs was because of Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe Flacco, he left, and now they suck again. Perplexed. So, Aaron Rodgers, he says the Jets may be cursed and they need to snap it. He told the Associated Press. No, I don't think they're cursed. They just suck. And Aaron Rodgers is washed and he just doesn't know how to take the blame. They just suck, folks. So, rumors. A source told Seth Wickersham. Part of the reason for Bill Belichick taking the job at North Carolina is because he's disgusted by what the NFL has become. It was because, in the words of a confidant, how do you say that word? Belichick is disgusted in what he believes the NFL has become. This is a big fuck you to the NFL. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true, but I wonder how he feels about the NIL stuff. I don't know. I mean, the NFL ain't as good as it used to be, but maybe nobody wanted him, or he didn't want to coach in the NFL. I don't know. So Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he's not a fan of having to play 3 games over the course of 11 days. Tell ESPN, it's not a good feeling. Well, it's literally your job, man, to play quarterback. I think he did say that. I think he said it's his job. But, man, this probably was out of context, maybe. Garrett Bowles signs a 4-year contract extension. According to Tom Pelissero, it's a 4-year extension, fully agreed to. I believe it's 4 years, $68 million for Garrett Bowles. So, good extension for him. 4 years, $68 million. So, former Browns coach Freddie Kitchens, who's already on the staff at UNC, he will be Belichick's first hire, he announced. So, that's their first hire. It's a 4-year, $82 million contract extension with an upside to $86 million for Garrett Bowles, $42 million guaranteed. So for Thursday Night Football, the Rams have ruled out Tyler Higbee and Kobe Durant. The 49ers have ruled out Trent Williams, Malik Mustafa. Isaac Garino is questionable, and so is Dre Greenlaw. So he will be questionable. Justin Herbert was not at the field as the Chargers practice begun, and not sure what will happen. The Giants will start Tommy DeVito against the Ravens, according to Coach Dable. Your players of the week: Vikings quarterback Sam Darnold, Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase. So some good news for Buffalo. Keon Coleman and tight end Dalton Kincaid were practiced fully yesterday, so a step forward. And when they have a big matchup against Detroit this week. I think it's all through here for Ian Rappaport. I'm already at the 15-minute mark, so we're not going to get anything from Shefty here. Breece Hall did not practice for a second straight day to his knee injury. And Justin Herbert's dealing with another ankle sprain, so we'll see how that progresses going forward. But yeah, that's really all I say here. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.